Thank you for joining the American Association of Kidney Patients for an Advocacy Skill and Talent Development session. My name is Jennifer Duplessie, and I am the Marketing and Communications Manager with the AAKP. I handle all AAKP online social media campaigns and national press relations. Today, I am pleased to introduce Jennifer Jones, a newly elected member of the AAKP National Board of Directors and an AAKP National Ambassador. Jennifer is a U.S. Marine Corps veteran whose life changed drastically in a matter of months due to kidney disease, where her kidneys failed while on deployment to Afghanistan. Facing physical and mental challenges, Jennifer made the decision to become her own advocate in order to take charge of her health and well-being. Jennifer began sharing her story of kidney disease on social media, ultimately receiving a kidney transplant from an altruistic living donor in 2015. She is now passionate about spreading awareness, knowledge, and providing mentorship for those who want to develop and maintain resiliency to face and overcome the challenges that kidney disease and the rest of life brings. In recognition of Jennifer's profound influence on social media throughout the kidney community, she was the 2019 recipient of the AAKP National Social Media Education and Advocacy Award. She utilizes her talents for AAKP and is highly active with our Veterans Health Initiative, alongside AAKP's new National Vice President, Edward V. Hickey. We are very honored to have Jennifer with us to present on effective tactics to maximize your own advocacy and awareness efforts on social media. Jennifer, I turn it over to you.
I want to thank AAKP for graciously extending the opportunity for me to discuss using social media as an effective tool for advocacy efforts for our 45th National Patient Meeting. Due to our current circumstances, social media is being utilized to inform and connect now more than ever. People spend hours each day on social media platforms, using them to stay informed, share opinions, post photos, sign petitions, link articles, and much more. Now it's a time for us to build incredible momentum for the decade of the kidney and truly engage people by using social media platforms for our advocacy efforts. As a community stakeholder, your role in this effort is to, number one, stay engaged with AAKP as a member, which you are accomplishing right now by attending the National Patients Meeting. Thank you so much. And two, get more active as an advocate. Just because we are unable to address key policies in person doesn't mean that the need to make those priorities seen and implemented as soon as possible is diminished. You may think that just sharing, liking, retweeting, and posting may seem like they won't create enormous ripples of change, but research has found that content shared by individuals is shared 25 times more and receives 8 times more engagement than content shared by organizations themselves. Did you know that the average number of Facebook friends a user has is 338? That's 338 Facebook friends to share posts about key policies to those who may have been unaware and may feel inclined to share your posts with others. Even if just a few of them like and share your post, the reach could be great depending on how many friends they have and decide to share your post too. You can also share your posts in groups or other pages that allow their members to share information with each other. Doing this grants your post the potential for spreading very quickly and possibly becoming viral. This will increase public awareness about our advocacy efforts and may reach individuals who may choose to seek additional information, and even increase the likelihood that some will desire to become AAKP members or supporters as well. I admit that I have moments of where I'm concerned if others will think that I'm posting too much about kidney disease, or because of my own challenges, I may not feel like being on social media at the time. But since I joined AAKP and started to share our advocacy efforts online, I have received nothing but positive engagement with my posts. I have even had many individuals who aren't kidney disease patients share my content with their friends, organizations, or directly to people they know that is diagnosed with kidney disease. The community of people you're friends with or who follow you are those who care about you and are interested in what you have to say. If you show them that you care by sharing and posting about our efforts to save and improve the lives of more than 37 million Americans living with kidney disease, they are more likely to engage with that content. Since people actually know who you are, things you share and post come off as more trustworthy and real, because it is. This is about a major part of your life. The reach you could have with even one post a day is fascinating. Here are two advocacy-related posts I created on my Facebook page, which shows the level of engagement and reach that they gained. The first one is from earlier this year in April, when I participated in the virtual Kidney Health Advocacy Day hosted by AAKP and ASN. It reached 1,036 individuals. The second one was from last June during an in-person Capitol Hill Day. As you can see, it reached 7,002 people. There is a common theme with these two posts. I include a descriptive caption that includes what is taking place and the importance of it. I tagged organizations and individuals that are involved. When you are participating in advocacy events, usually you are given what hashtags the organizations would like for you to use in your social media posts. Intentionally using hashtags can really increase how many people interact with posts. Hashtags create networks of posts, linking them together into a common thread, and this is a great way to reach diverse groups on social media platforms for advocacy. Photos and videos gain the most attention on social media. One study found that seeing photos greatly influence members of Congress, and others interacting with your postings and shares are equally as interested in appealing imagery. Attaching images can create a 150% increase in retweets on Twitter and bring in an 87% engagement rate on Facebook, which is great news for mobilizing advocacy efforts. I did use Facebook for my example, but you can use Twitter, Instagram, or LinkedIn, or all four platforms if you're capable of doing so. The more platforms, the more engagement. Now, I am going to provide you with some tips on how to effectively use social media for advocacy efforts. Number 1, moderation is key. For your own personal timeline, just share articles occasionally. If you would like to share more, feel free to create a separate Facebook page like I did, or a unique Twitter or Instagram account where you will solely focus on kidney disease-related advocacy and education. Number 2, consistency is key. Post at least once a day when you're capable of doing so. Number 3, if possible, share your posts in other online groups, pages, and individuals. Sometimes I have even shared the link to my post through text messages with someone I may not be social media friends with. Number 4, stay professional about the topic on both your own timeline and when posting comments on others. This is not where you bash politicians or complain about what's going wrong. Remember that advocacy is solution focused. Number 5, utilize the same hashtags used by AAKP and other organizations, associations, etc. that relate to the key policy issues being addressed. Number 6, follow AAKP on social media and engage with their content. Also, connect with other organizations, associations, etc. that are advocating for the same cause. Follow them on all their social media platforms. This ensures that you're sharing vital information about key policies from credible sources only. Number 7, please don't allow someone's negative comments to rile you up or cause you to get into aggressive debate online. Remember that kidney disease does not care about political affiliation, race, or gender. Know your purpose as to why it is important for you to be an advocate in creating significant change for individuals diagnosed with kidney disease. I'll close with this. Being an advocate is also about sharing your story, your kidney journey, and being able to define how these advocacy efforts will greatly improve the quality of life for not only for yourself, but for so many who are unable to speak for themselves. Social media has the ability to amplify the strategic theme of the decade of the kidney and the key policies that need to be urgently addressed now more than ever due to COVID-19. Online, we can provide a face to help define that urgency, and with our collective voice, we can promote real transformation through the legislative process. I appreciate you all for taking the time to tune in and for what you do for the kidney disease community. Thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer, for an excellent presentation and constructive guidance on how fellow patients can utilize social media as an effective tool to impact advocacy and increase disease awareness.